Shawn Colvin is an American singer-songwriter and musician widely known for her Grammy-winning 1997 single Sonny Came Home. Early and personal life: Colvin was born in Vermilion, South Dakota and spent her youth in London, Ontario and Carbondale, Illinois. She is the second of 4 children and has 2 brothers, Jeff and Clay, and a sister Kay. She learned to play guitar at the age of 10 and grew up listening to her father's collection of music, which included artists such as Peter Seeger and the Kingston Trio. Colvin has been married twice, first to Simon Toscano in 1993. They were divorced in 1995. She married photographer Mario Irwin in 1997 and in July 1998 they had a daughter, Caledonia Jean Marie. Shawn and Mario divorced in 2002. Career: Colvin moved to Austin, Texas and joined a western swing band called the Dixie Diesels. She then entered the folk circuits in Illinois and Berkeley, California before she strained her voice singing rock songs and took a sabbatical from singing at the age of 24. Colvin later moved to New York City, joining the Buddy Miller Band in 1980. When Buddy Miller left the band, it became the Shawn Colvin Band. With Buddy gone, the band needed a lead guitarist and this led to her meeting John Leventhal. She later became involved in the fast folk cooperative of Greenwich Village. Over time she became progressively more popular on the new folk circuit and while participating in off-Broadway shows such as Diamond Studs, Pump Boys and Dinettes, and Lie of the Mind. She was featured in Fast Folk magazine, and in 1987, producer Steve Adalbo hired her to sing backup vocals on the song Luca by Suzanne Vega. After touring with Suzanne Vega, Colvin was brought to the attention of Columbia Records by Adalbo and signed a recording contract with the label. Colvin released her debut album Steady On with her fellow songwriter and co-producer, John Leventhal in 1989. The album won a Grammy Award for Best Contemporary Folk Album and featured backing vocals by Vega. Colvin's second album Fat City was released in 1992 and received a Grammy nomination for Best Contemporary Folk Recording. The song I Don't Know Why was nominated for a Grammy in the Best Female Pop Vocal category. In 1993 she moved back to the city of Austin and in 1994 released the album Cover Girl, a collection of cover songs. In 1995 Colvin released her album Live 88, which consisted of live recordings she had made in 1988. In 1996, Colvin released her platinum status album A Few Small Repairs, and in 1997 the success of her single Sonny Came Home firmly catapulted her into the mainstream after spending 4 weeks at the #1 spot on the Adult Contemporary chart. The album won the 1998 Grammy Awards for both Song and Record of the Year. After becoming a mother, Colvin released the album Holiday Songs and Lullabies in 1998 and in 2001 released another album called Whole New You. In 2004, she released another album, this time a compilation of past songs called Polaroids, a greatest hits collection. In 2008, she left Columbia Records and released a 15-song album called These Four Walls on her new label, None Such Records, which featured contributions by Patty Griffin and Teddy Thompson. In 2009 she released Shawn Colvin Live, which was recorded at the jazz club Yoshi's in San Francisco, California and featured 12 original songs plus cover versions of songs by Gnarls Barkley, Talking Heads and Robbie Robertson. Her 8th studio album, All Fall Down, was released in 2012 and was produced by Buddy Miller at his home studio in Nashville, Tennessee. The album featured guest appearances by Emmylou Harris, Alison Krauss and Jakob Dylan. In 2012, Colvin performed at the first annual Penn New England Awards for Song Lyrics of Literary Excellence, the JFK Presidential Library, honoring Chuck Berry and Leonard Cohen in Boston, Massachusetts. That same year HarperCollins published her memoir Diamond in the Rough. Since 2000, Colvin has collaborated with a variety of artists and has made vocal contributions to songs by James Taylor, bar copyright La Fleck, Edwin McCain and Sean Mullins. She also collaborated with Sting on the Disney theme song, One Day She'll Love Me. Colvin played the voice of character Rachel Jordan on the TV show The Simpsons and lent her vocals to Mary Chapin Carpenter's 1992 recordings The Hard Way, and Come On Come On. In 2011, she appeared on the HBO series Dream, in the episode Santa Claus, Do You Ever Get the Blues? Memoirs. Colvin published her book of memoirs, Diamond in the Rough, in 2012. She says the book is about her survival from anorexia, clinical depression, alcoholism, motherhood, career crises, and relationships with men. I hope it's comical for readers to keep track of them, she said. That was my intention. Andy Langer in the New York Times calls the book candid about her heartaches but also comically self-deprecating. She balances the serious admission that she needs medication to combat her depression with a funny anecdote about the time she wet herself on national television while dancing with NSYNC during a late 90s Disney Christmas special. Awards and recognition. Grammy Awards, 1991, Best Contemporary Folk Album Steady Ontario, 1998, Record of the Year Sonny Came Home, 1998, Song of the Year Sonny Came Home. Grammy nominations, 1994, Best Contemporary Folk Recording Fat City, 1994, Best Female Pop Vocal Performance I Don't Know Why, 1995, Best Contemporary Folk Album Cover Girl, 1997, Best Pop Album A Few Small Repairs, 1997, Best Female Pop Vocal Performance Get Out of This House, 1998, Best Female Pop Vocal Performance Sonny Came Home, 2009, Best Contemporary Folk Recording Shawn Colvin Live. Video Premiere Award nomination, 2001, Best Original Song Great Big World, 1. Discography. Albums Steady On, Fat City, Cover Girl, A Few Small Repairs, Holiday Songs and Lullabies, Whole New You, These Four Walls, All Fall Down, Uncovered. DVDs Music in High Places, Live and Bora Bora, Polaroids, a video collection. See also, Music of Austin. References. External links, official website.